Hey everyone, this is Magzone150 of Magazine World here, and I got some interesting stuff for you today on the Technologist News. We're going to talk about an interesting fellow, and his name is Randall Packer. He graduated at the University Institute of Arts, as well as receiving his PhD at the University of California, Berkeley. He's got some quite an interesting things to tell us about open source and how today's modern-day artist is more than it seems, and it is exactly true. Open source technology, as you know, is a big passion of mine. And so I also am an exclusive student member of the IEEE. So if you are, you can also get your hands on that article that I'm going to refer to here in the IEEE Potentials magazine they send out monthly. If you're not, and you just want to really look into this article, you want to purchase it, I have all the links down below, as well as another article kind of related as well to what I'm talking about, which he has also done publicly in previous years, and as well as a link to learn a little bit about him himself. He calls himself an multimedia art music composer as well as a multimedia artist. And so this is where artists and technology meet together, because that is the modern day reality. You need to be able to network. The modern realities of how technology and entrepreneurship go hand in hand, which I do talk about in another one of my video series called The Technopreneur. I suggest maybe looking into that. Otherwise, we're just going to go ahead and talk about him. One of his pieces from the IEEE Potential. I enjoyed this read. It was one of the greatest reads I've ever had in a long time, and I'm not really that big of a reader. Only recently I've become such a huge reader. For example, other books that I love that you should look into, of course, is Mastery by Robert Greene. It was definitely one of my favorites. Of course, 48 Laws of Power is a great one too, but that one in particular kind of helps you to kind of shape yourself and really give yourself some time to think about, okay, what am I passionate about? This is what I'm really going to do, right? And then go for it. It's one of those books that really makes you think about where you're going or how you want to go there, or what is your real passion, or what is your real thoughts in everything you do, like your career and so on. But the one thing I'm going to point out for sure in this article, there's a couple of things. He talks about how the artist nowadays, through the histories, through the times, has changed, progressed, and has even contributed to the way we innovate. And of course, as we all know, open source is not just an ideology, but it's also a way of how people work together in communities or locally for a common goal to get there. You may have one idea, she may have another idea, that person may have an idea, this person who studied this have an idea, and you put those things together and you nail it right on. You get it. You understand it and are able to work together to achieve that particular goal. And these are all realities now. And that's what's great about networking, getting out there and just making yourself known. Technically, I would also be considered an artist, but only to a certain degree, unless someone else contributes or someone else has a better idea or better graphics and this and that. And together we can go farther. And so these are all interesting aspects to being an artist. And I'm going to quote him on this one here. He writes something that is just extremely true and is the modern day reality of artists. Mind you, this is also in part with my opinion. You may have a different opinion. If you do, definitely let us know in comments below what you think about how artists, the modern day consideration of modern art and technology kind of work together, or if they're really the same thing. So I'm going to talk about what he says here. And I quote, "The artist now incorporates telecommunications, social media, digital storage capacities, cloud-based file directories, and virtual desktop space with room to move and roam around and beyond the physical world." That is breathtaking, but is also true. Because when you're involved in art, or you're someone who wants to get out there and be known for that, sometimes the traditional old way of just giving one piece of paper or a nice, awesome canvas of your artwork is great and all, and framing, of course. But now that we're in a globalized, interconnected world nowadays, you can reach your audience from all over the globe. And that, I do say, is an amazing part of being involved, or at least having the skills and learning about modern day technology and how it can get you up and running forward with the times. Or even if you already know about all this may not be new to you, but is definitely something to think about if you are ever going to get involved in creating your own business, or you just have a great passion in certain artworks or graphic arts and you just want to get out there. I think now is the time to network, and I think now is the time for you to get your idea out there and ask for some opinions. I've done it myself through all kinds of social media, through my Facebook, through communicating with friends at school, through talking about it with entrepreneurial accelerator programs or people who are involved in it. I've even talked about some ideas that I had with Reddit. Things that are very simple first steps you can make, and then you can take the next level. In my case, I go to the Ajax Pickering Board of Trade, which is an amazing board of trade if you happen to be in the area to join and get involved with. Your local Chamber of Commerce is usually one great idea to get to see what other business people are thinking. Nonetheless, at the end of the day, it's all about how you perceive technology, how you decide to use it. That can get you to very far out and amazing places. And for that, and I'll leave you with that, this is Anthony Navarro, Magazine 150, saying adios, and we'll talk soon. How's it going, everyone? I hope you learned something new from this video. You can go ahead and like or comment if you have some ideas, or if you, just opinions. I'm open to them. Don't worry about it. And then, of course, you might as well just take advantage right now. Come on, you're so close. You might as well just subscribe. Come on. Because there's a lot of new content coming out, especially new episodes of the Technopreneur or the Anime Guild, where I just hang out with some friends from the Anime Guild at Centennial. Or you can even just stay up to date with what I'm up to, because just so you know, I'm going to VidCon, as well as LinuxCon. So you should definitely maybe just take advantage right now to subscribe. Just do it. Don't worry about it. You're going to get some great content out of it too. So do it. Go for it. Again, we'll talk soon in the meantime. See ya.